A Boston restaurant opened by social media star Salt Bae has been shut down for violating safety guidelines.
Salt Bae might just be the most annoying figure on the internet right now. This is a man who came from nothing, not just becoming wealthy, but insanely rich. From day one, Salt Bae played it smart. He made his fortune by scamming the wealthy. But in the process, while overcharging the rich, he ended up betraying his own employees. He scammed the very fans who once looked up to him. People came to his restaurants expecting some level of respect from Salt Bae, but clearly, respect isn't something he's capable of giving. Instead of treating them right, Salt Bae called the police on customers. He publicly embarrassed them and charged thousands of dollars for what was supposed to be a $20 steak. Not long ago, Salt Bae even posted a customer's receipt online, and the total? Around 140,000 euro. That's the thing about karma. When it hits, it doesn't miss. And there's a reason Salt Bae's empire is falling apart like this. Most people who rise from poverty and start earning money make their parents a priority, especially their mom and dad. But not Salt Bae. The very first person he turned his back on was his own mother. That's right, Salt Bae didn't visit his mom for 2 whole years. Think about that. A man worth hundreds of millions with access to private jets at any moment couldn't find the time in 2 years to see his own mother? There's no excuse for that. And when he finally did visit her, it lasted just a few minutes. The worst part? He didn't even bother to remove his sunglasses to look her in the eyes. That part alone says everything. And now, karma's showing up, full force. His whole brand is collapsing. Every city he launched a restaurant in is now shutting him down. Remember those flashy videos of Salt Bae slicing meat and sprinkling salt like a showman? Well, where's all that now? Today, he gets thrown out of places, banned from events. He may still have money, but his reputation is in shambles. No one invites him anymore. Because when Salt Bae shows up, drama follows, and businesses can't risk that kind of association, so they've all cut ties. He even crashes events uninvited. And guess what? He gets thrown out by security. Yes, the same man who travels with an army of security guards is now being escorted out by someone else's. So in this video, I'll be breaking down a few key facts that show Salt Bae's downfall is already happening. Arrests, lawsuits, both are very real possibilities because the people he mistreated are coming back for justice. There's a whole list of scandals surrounding Salt Bae, and they're finally catching up to him. Let's begin with Salt Bae being kicked out by security. Check out this clip from a recent football event. Salt Bae getting kicked out. You can tell his time is up. You saw that, right? And Salt Bae's explanation? He claimed he wasn't invited to the after party. He was just outside, greeting fans and waiting for a ride. No official event, according to him. Security, he says, just moved him aside politely, not out. His team even tried brushing it off as a misunderstanding. But come on, Salt Bae. If you weren't trying to get in, why were you dressed like a celebrity on the red carpet? Why did it seem like you were actually denied entry? And it's not just him being booted from events. His restaurants around the world are also shutting down. Why? Because people are tired of getting charged $2,000 for a gold-wrapped steak and walking out with a bill bigger than their rent. People know now, if you eat at Salt Bae's place, the food might not even taste good. But one thing's guaranteed, you're walking out broke. That restaurant looked incredibly fancy. And the service? Top-notch. But probably because the place was empty. Literally. No other customers. You saw it yourself. No one was there. And can you blame them? After being overcharged for a flashy steak wrapped in gold foil, and when customers refused to pay those outrageous bills, Salt Bae called the cops and forced them to cough up the money. One group ordered 2 tomahawks and a rack of lamb. When the check came, they were stunned. They were told they had ordered the gold version and were billed $1,000 each. But they insisted. They never asked for the gold option. They just assumed the presentation was normal. The waiter clearly took advantage of the moment. Instead of sorting it out, management brought in the police. That was their idea of customer service. And if you thought maybe Salt Bae's employees were at least earning big tips from all those high-end clients, think again. Salt Bae didn't let his servers keep a single penny from their tips. In fact, he took a cut of their tips. And if anyone spoke up, They were fired on the spot. 4 workers claimed Salt Bae was taking 3% of their total tips. When they confronted him, all 4 were fired. They later filed a wrongful termination lawsuit accusing Salt Bae of being a dictator-like boss who ignored local labor laws. They even said he saw himself as some kind of Tony Montana figure and would publicly humiliate them. But wait, there's more. Salt Bae actually burned a customer during one of his performances. Oh my God, I am the oh my God. And when that happened, no apology, no remorse. Instead, Salt Bae's team tried to erase all evidence of the incident. But it was too late. The damage was done. That moment revealed who he really is. Someone who cares only about money, not about customer safety, dignity, or respect. The customer had to sue his to be compensated. As we mentioned earlier, Salt Bae lost sight of everything once fame got to his head. He forgot his roots. He even forgot his own mother for 2 whole years. And no amount of luxury, no pile of cash can excuse the fact that you couldn't find time to visit the woman who gave you life. Now look at where he is. His restaurants are failing everywhere. Once again, that Boston restaurant opened by Salt Bae has been shut down for breaking safety rules. So now, not only is Salt Bae being banned from public places, his businesses are, too. He's not just losing money, he's losing his influence, his image, and all the fake respect he once demanded. Little by little, the same doors that used to swing open for him are now slamming shut in his face. Salt Bae is being kicked out of events, permanently banned from any future FIFA appearances. And he's gone from a global sensation to one of the most disliked figures in the world. At this point, Salt Bae's story is closing, fast. And if the next headline says he got arrested, sued, or went broke, don't be surprised. He made all the choices that led to this moment. So, what's the lesson from the rise and fall of Salt Bae? The internet can turn you from poor to rich overnight. But the same internet can also drag you back to nothing if you forget to respect the people who helped put you there. What do you think about Salt Bae's downfall? Did he deserve it? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.